Mr. Speaker, I rise today to honor my dear friend, Arnold Robert Mathias of Waco, Texas, who passed away on April 27, 2018. Arnold Mathias was born in 1922 in Copperas Cove, Texas. While born in very modest circumstances, his parents would raise both him and his brother in a loving and nurturing family during the Great Depression. After graduating from Copperas Cove High School, Arnold attended the University of California at Berkeley and Texas Tech University, from which he received a Bachelor of Business Administration. Shortly after the bombing of Pearl Harbor, Arnold volunteered for the U.S. Army. While initially as an 18-year-old, the bombing meant little to him, he ultimately experienced a surge of patriotism for our great nation, and he felt committed to serve. That patriotism and commitment stayed with him throughout his lifetime. During World War II, Arnold was the leader of a tank platoon in the 13th Armored Division, 24th Tank Battalion that was incorporated into General Patton's 3rd Army. He was wounded in the battle for the German Ruhr Valley when his tank exploded while under heavy fire from the Germans. After recovering from his wounds, he returned to the front lines. Once victory was declared in Europe, he was told to prepare for the Japanese invasion. He was spared from being deployed to Japan after President Truman ordered the use of atomic bombs to achieve victory over Japan. After the war, Arnold married Margie Dane Calhoun in 1950. Their 68-year marriage produced a loving family with 3 granddaughters who blessed them with 4 grandchildren and 3 great-grandchildren. Upon leaving active duty, Arnold began a long and fruitful career of public service. He managed a couple of community chambers of commerce in Central Texas before becoming a district manager for the U.S. Chamber of Commerce headquartered in Houston. He also served as the chairman of the Zoning Commission and was elected to the City Commission and served as a mayor of a small city in Harris County, Texas. He then served as the Southwestern Regional Manager for the U.S. Chamber in Dallas. Upon retiring from the U.S. Chamber, Arnold served as district director for the 11th Congressional District, which at the time included Waco and other portions of Central Texas. He then went on to continue working in politics and public affairs as a consultant. In addition to his professional career, Arnold served and participated in many civic and service associations, including Central Texas Chairman of the Girl Scouts of America, Chairman of the United Way, board member of the Lions Club, the Downtown Dallas Rotary Club, the Waco Rotary Club, a Paul Harris Fellow, the National Trust for Historic Preservation, the Cameron Park Zoological Society, Keep Waco Beautiful, and the Waco Historic Foundation. Arnold's Christian faith was also very important to him and his family. At one time or another, he headed nearly every office in the local congregation of which he was a member. He also held leadership positions as the president of the Lone Star District of the Walther League. He also served as state treasurer of the Lutheran Laymen's League and as a member of the board of directors of the Texas District of the Lutheran Church. As a veteran, Arnold's post-military affiliations included the Disabled American Veterans, the American Legion, and the Military Order of the Purple Heart. In 2012, Arnold was nominated by members of our community to receive the Texas 17th Congressional District Veteran Commendation. It was an honor to bestow him with this unique award that recognized not only his selfless service in our military service, but to our nation, but also as a community volunteer to our Central Texas community. Even after Arnold's death, his service continued as he had his body sent to the Anatomical Board of the state of Texas for use in teaching and scientific purposes. Mr. Speaker, selfless service to those around him defined Arnold's life. He worked tirelessly to better our community, and he built strong relationships in Waco. He is loved by this city and certainly left an enduring impression on our Central Texas community. He will be forever remembered as a selfless community leader, a war hero, a veteran, a husband, a father, a grandfather, a great-grandfather, and a dear friend. My wife Gina and I offer our deepest condolences to the Mathias family. We also lift up the family and friends of Arnold in our prayers. I request that the United States flag be flown over the Capitol to honor the life and service of Arnold Mathias. As I close today, I ask all Americans to continue praying for our country during these difficult times, for our military men and women who protect us from external threats, and for our first responders who